So thank you so much for always tuning in. Thank you so much for always, coming on and learning about what we've been talking about. So the last couple of weeks, we have been sharing our books, Apartment Prescription and From Cocoon to CEO, Living the Life of Your Dreams. And these two books put together, you are going to have immense success leveraging in your personal life and in your business. So that's what we care about. And so today we're going to have another interesting topic. So without further ado, Ria, I'm going to pass the mic on to you.
Yes, good morning, guys. Today we're going to discuss the book of 𝗥𝗵𝗲, From Cocoon to CEO, and we are almost at the end of her book. So today we're going to deal with chapter 7, the characteristics of a successful butterfly. Now, this is Napoleon, I believe, Napoleon Hill. Until you spread your wings, you'll have no idea how far you can fly, by Napoleon. So can you share with us, 𝗥𝗵𝗲, what you mean or what your thoughts are on this great quote by Napoleon?
So it's not Napoleon Hill, it's Napoleon. But I love this quote because it really, talks about success and what does it mean to have success? What does it mean to want success? How do you go about it? What are the steps that you need to do and you need to take to get to the position, to get to where you want to get? So success, the characteristics, when I first began to really hone into what did I want to get out of life? What was my purpose? What was my vision that I had? And so I talked about in the book, wanting to open my fitness studio. My first business was to open a fitness studio. And I knew nothing about the health and fitness industry. I knew nothing about it, but it is. So the characteristics of any entrepreneur, the characteristics, there are 5 main elements. And so I talk about, having drive and passion, having the courage, the determination, the will, the strong will. And so when I talk about, venturing into my business, my fitness studio, it was the drive that really I embarked on my journey as an entrepreneur. So that drive alone really sort of set the pace to what was to come. And my studio was born. Because you got to have the drive, because it's not to just have a vision to what it is that you want to get into, what kind of business you want, but you have to have actionable steps to go with that. And so there were so many, roadblocks that I had faced, but I did not give up. So that is the key. Do not give up. Have the tenacity, the drive to keep on, doesn't matter what. So the roadblocks that I had was to get permits from the city. That, permits, that was, oh my goodness, obviously they take a long time, and it was COVID. And so, it takes a lot. It was a process. So that took a long time. But you know what? But you have to keep on. If it's your dream, whatever business you want to get into, if that is your dream, you will do whatever it takes. So Ria, that's the characteristics that you need to know to be a success.
Wow. I didn't realize that you had to go all this during COVID, 𝗥𝗵𝗲.
I did.
Oh my. I could imagine how challenging it was.
It was, but you know what? You don't give up. You don't give up. If that is your dream, you will do it, and you will find people. For that matter, you will find people, because you are set on course for your vision and your mission.
So how did you handle the downs, the lows? Because not all the time that you'll get what you want, right? Especially if you're a new entrepreneur starting in this, big space, either apartment investing or in your case, the fitness industry. So how do you handle the lows? I mean, some people would get a rejection, a down, and they give up, they quit. So what advice can you share with the viewers who are in that position?
Well, absolutely. Most people will give up. Most people, they, just few stumbling blocks that just come in their way. They say, oh my God, this is so hard. It's so tough. I'm going to quit. But let me share with you that those blocks, those stumbling blocks, the adversities that come in our way is a test, a testament. Are you strong enough to what life is going to throw at you? Because life will throw things at you, and it's up to us to be able to withstand that and ignore what's coming in our way, but to make way for what's going to happen, what's to come before us, right? So if you give up, you will never know what was going to come before you, what was going to lie, ahead of you. So what I did, if you feel like, oh, I've got one block after another, there's adversities that just keep happening over and over again. What I did and what I share in the book is that you got to have faith. You got to believe in you. That's the most important thing. You got to believe in yourself that you wanted to get into this venture. So fitness studio, dance studio, does not matter what endeavor it is, but you know your dream, and you cannot have your dream just lie. You want to fulfill your dreams. So what I did was to have that belief. And as I had that belief in me, that it was possible, I am going to go ahead, that's when people started to come my way. So if you don't have those strong will, so it is the will, and if you're determined to just keep on pushing forward to your vision and your mission, then you're gonna find people will come. And as I said, fitness industry, I didn't know anything about it, but I pursued with my dream, and it was a vision that I had, and so I pursued with that. Had I given up, with the permits, that took a heck of a long time, and with other things that were like a stumbling block, then I would not even have found people like, contractors, for example. I would not have found them.
Wow, this is actually an awesome way to find what I do too. When I get downs, I try to pull my future to present, right? So that stumbling block, what I do with it is I ponder, and I say to myself, if I do not do this, if I do not proceed, what would happen to my future? What will my future be like? So I always try to pull the future to the present, and that will motivate me to continue heading on.
Exactly. Pulling your future, because when you see your future, then it looks so bright. Then your low moments are so dull in comparison, right, Ria? It's so dull in comparison, because then you're thinking, oh, okay, so my future looks so bright. What I see before me, it is so wonderful. This low moment, it's only temporarily. It's only temporarily. So yeah, exactly. So look to the future, look what you want, and write your goals. That's also another thing too. If you're in low moments, write your goals, morning, afternoon, in the evening, so that the more you write, the more repetition you have, it's going to reinforce that those low moments will not be there, will be negated, and the positive is what you want to focus on.
Now, Alka, in your book, chapter 8, the butterfly learns to fly. So by having an obstacle in your way, then you're able to spread your wings more and fly further. It's only through the obstacles that we will know how truly great we are. So what I can say is that if we have a low moment, an obstacle in our way, that's a test to how great we are. So in your chapter 8, the butterfly learns to fly, and this obstacle is one of the tests to flying greater heights.
Exactly, flying to greater heights. And there is no better feeling than just flying, soaring to great heights. You know, you've had the success, you're seeing the success, you're seeing things unfold before you. And so when that happens, when that's occurred, then you have found your wings. You are a beautiful colored butterfly that is just flying up in the air. You're seeing, you know, you found your wings. And that is the most beautiful feeling internally that you can ever be in, is to fly to great heights, to success, because you know you have found where you're meant to be. And so I absolutely love that, flying to great heights.
So that is your chapter 8. Chapter 9, the butterfly soars to new heights. And you have a quote here by John Rockefeller: "Do not be afraid to give up the good to go for the great." Do not be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing? And you know, all the quotes have really resonated with me, and that is why, you know, every quote has just been carefully selected so that, you know, it really empowers you to, like, you know, say that, you know, you're not just good, but you are destined to be great. You are destined to be great. And when you see that, and as I said, you know, you're always going to be wanting to, like, okay, what's more? What can I do more? What's left ahead of me? You know, my goals and my success that I have. So never rest just on being good. Focus on being great, because that is where the true character of a successful person is being great. So you know, I already mentioned the characteristics that you really need to really hone into, and that is going to become your character. That is the person that you are becoming in the process. So, you know, so that quote is very powerful to really uplift you, to, so you know, okay, I want to be, this is the course I need to be on. These are the actions I need to take to be great.
Well, so to recap, so the characteristics of a successful butterfly are strong will, courage, determination, patience, passion, your mental fortitude. Now, in order for you to get to new heights, don't be afraid to open your wings and fly. And like you said, Alka, you are destined to be great. So don't settle for the good that you have right now. Any final words, Alka?
Absolutely, yes. So do not, you know, so do not be afraid to take the risk. Do not be afraid to take the risk, because that sometimes, you know, being an entrepreneur, it's not an easy ride. There are tough moments that come with it. It's lonely too at some points, but we have to persevere. We have to do not what's good, but we have to be great than good. So what I will say is to take the element of risk. Doesn't matter what business you are getting into, doesn't matter which endeavor it is, there's always going to be an element of risk associated with anything. And if you don't know about any industry, like I did not know about the health and fitness industry, but I opened my studio, and that's it. That's all you need to do, is take those actionable steps, and things will begin to happen. So take the risk, have the faith in you that it is possible, and always keep striving for excellence.
Strive for excellence. So Alka, where can our viewers reach you? How can they get a copy of your book?
So thank you, Ria. So the book is available on Amazon. So you can find it there.
Awesome. So guys, I hope you like our show today. And tomorrow we're going to present to you 2 different books. So Alka, do you want to give them a sneak peek of what it is for next week?
Absolutely, yes. So next week, we're going to be talking about, it's a different format. So like, we want to keep you guys engaged. We want to share with you, and learn and leverage for your business and in your life. So we're going to be talking about money and mindset.